Hello and welcome back. I'm gonna get started with some puzzles. Puzzle Rush. Took a short break because I got aggravated, but I'm gonna try it again. Okay. So, well, that's hanging, so is there any reason why I shouldn't take it? Okay, so that's blocked off. Oh, it works, actually. Okay. Oh. Well, who's... Here, there. No, that doesn't work. Here, here, here. Because if I did it here, the queen could take it. So I can't go the other way, and then the king would have to go here. And if the king goes here, then I could go here. And if the king moves back... Okay. So I don't have this move. I have this... No, I don't, because it's defended by the bishop. Here, king moves here. I'm trying to look for the mate. If I go here, then he can take. If he takes, then I can take, and I win a rook, but is that enough? What if takes here? No. This is the only move that does anything. Then he moves here. And then... here... He could move back. So he doesn't have to give up the rook. This isn't even a hard puzzle, so I don't know what I'm struggling with. Here. King here. Then what? Oh, he moves away from the rook, that's why. Obviously. Overlooked something small. As I tend to do. Here. 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 But it's covered. Alright, so here. Oh. Here. Here. What about here? This looks stronger. Check. Covers. Yeah. Here. No, right here, and that's mate. Here. King moves away, and then mate. Here. Here. There. Here. There. Here. There. Oh, I don't even have to do that. This is probably faster. Here, king moves here and then mate. Okay, so take here. Oh, that's a free queen. Take, it opens up. Do I have something better? I could take, he takes, and then I could fork these two pieces. Okay. I don't have a queen. That's wild. I could take. He takes. I can't take back because my rook would be hanging, so probably not that. But I have this move, which just makes him so. Now that. Okay. Okay. King is cut off. So how do I do this? I have this check, which cuts him off here. He's cut off here. He's cut off here. He's cut off here. So the only place he can move is here. And if he moves there, then what? Oh, then I can bring the rook here. So unfortunately, I can't take because that's mate. And if he takes, then I lose the queen. I can't move the queen off, but if I have this, which... Okay. Takes back. But I have this intermezzo. So the king would have to move here. Yeah, I think that's pretty strong. Alright, queen here to attack here, but also here, but this is hanging. With check. So, if I go here, he goes here, checks me. And if I move, then he picks up this piece. But I still have mate on the board. So if I go here, how does he stop it? This? No, that doesn't work either. King can't really get away. So here, how does he stop it? Because even if he checks me and I move, and then he takes it, then I can get to go here. So I'm not scared of that check. How can he block it though? If the queen's here, it covers that square. Well, not doing very good today, huh? Alright, so I feel like the move is this. Maybe it's here. But then this. So maybe just step out of this, out of the checks, and he goes here, and then I can get the rook here. Oh, I missed that. Do I have this? No. Oh boy. Check. Mate? No. Mm. Here. Here. Oh, you can't go there. Yeah, I expected something like that. Okay, if I go here, then he has to take, and then I win the bishop. My rook! My rook! Can I go here? How does he defend that? He really has that defensive resource? And I can't even do that. But I do have this. Alright, so I'll go for it. Here? No. So then he can just do this. Not to mention it's covered by the queens. So this blocks with this piece. I think that's pretty strong. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, that's hanging. Do I want it? Do I have a better move? No? I guess yes. Tunnel vision, I guess. Alright, 26. Not as good as some of my other playthroughs. Alright, let's try to win. I'm already pre-stressing. That's not... Alright. I'm going to start with a queen's gambit. 2 pawns in the center. Alright, something about the Samish comes to mind, but I don't play the Samish, so I'm just going to put a knight out, bring the bishop out. Okay, so this is under attack, so thinking I can either move the queen here, which I don't normally do, but I feel like it's interesting. I think I'm going to try that, and if he pushes, what happens? And I just take it, I guess. And then if he does this, I could bring out the knight, which seems like the simple move, but I want to defend this with a pawn at a certain point in the future. I think I'll just develop the knight and keep it simple. I don't think pushing it works. Alright, so I think I will castle now. Okay. So do I want to push now? Not really. It doesn't really help me at all. I don't really want my knight to get pinned or his knight to go over here. I think I want to bring out my rook. Does pushing do anything? Not yet. I could pin his knight too. My piece isn't doing anything right now, so I think I'll do that. He moves out of the way. So he takes, I can take back with the knight. I also have this, which invokes this. Do I want that? Does this do? No, it doesn't. I can do this as well. Try to get this piece active. Something about a pawn storm, but it's not really doing anything. Someone once told me that if the king is like this, you shouldn't go for an attack on that side. Try to play in the center, which is interesting. He takes, I take, so that would make him... Okay, no, it's protected by the queen, so it's fine. Does this do anything? Not really. Alright. I think I'll just go to double up. If I take... I can get a knight to the center, which is pretty good. Is this actually an attack? Not really. I could go here. Takes. He takes, I take. I don't mind that so much. I think I'm going to continue with developing my rook to the center. I can always pull the bishop back now too, as well. Alright. Okay. So he does that instead. So I feel like taking once is probably not the move. I could slide the bishop back. If he takes, and I could take, and then if he takes, and I can not take. Interesting. I think opening up, giving him an isolated queen's pawn is probably the move. Because right now my piece is... Okay, so he does that instead. Is he going for a trade? I don't necessarily want to trade. So what else can I do? I can go here. What does that do? I don't really want to trade here. So what else? That doesn't do anything. If he takes, then I could take back with this piece instead, or I could develop this piece forward. What happens if I develop it forward? Nothing much. Does it... I don't have any pawns right now. So what if I slide the bit? That's too passive. What if I do this? And then he does this. Then I do this. I don't especially like that. What else can I do? Can I get... Why would you want to? Trading seems simple enough. He takes, I take, and... I don't know. Move out of the way. What else can I do? Take with the bishop? Don't really want that. What if I move it here? What does it do? Gets kicked out of the way. And if it gets kicked out of the way, where does he go? Here? That doesn't really do much for me. Do I want to continue with... I mean, I'm not really doing a whole lot right now, am I? All my pieces are brought to the center, though, so it's got to count for something. Do I want to bring the knight here? Why would you do that? If I go here, and he takes, then I can take back, but if he goes here, then I can take here, and if he takes there, then what? And I'm in the same predicament. Could try to get the knight to go there instead, too. Can't do this. What else do I want to do? That's a bad move. what about this? I don't like this. This, I don't quite like that either. Then here, and it attacks the queen. So I think I'm going to do this and say if he wants to trade, I just don't want him to go there. He can trade if he wants to, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so now I'll just move out of the way. Okay, well, that's super fancy. So, let's see here. Do I want to? He's also threatening mate, so I guess I have to. But I still have the 2 bishop pair. I could not do that. I could slide the bishop back and go for a queen trade like that. Or I can, well, takes here, and then I have this intermezzo check. What does it do? It saves the knight. So I think for that specific reason, I'll do it. So intermezzo. Okay, then I get this piece. Okay. So I think, do I want to counterattack? Nope, I don't have a counterattack. What else do I have? This piece is hanging too. Alright, so I think bringing the bishop back here makes sense. So if he attacks it, okay, which I no longer have. Alright, so I'll put it here, I think. So now I can get the knight back here. I don't have that. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and bring the knight back. And now I have this fork. So I think I'll go this way. Okay. So now what? I think I'll go ahead and move the bishop here just to get it more active. Okay. So I can't really infiltrate right now. I think this is a move, but then he just pushes. So what else do I have? Can't get it inside. Alright, so I think I can't really do that either. I want to double up the rooks. So I think I'll try doing that. Oh, I was just saying, is this a thing? Okay, so this attacks the bishop, so it disallows me from doing that. Alright, so I think I will cut off the bishop. No, that doesn't work at all, does it? But this allows this move here. Okay. So now I can actually not do this. I can do this. And so perhaps I should save the bishop. So I think I'll go ahead and save the bishop. Okay, so he goes for the pawn and the bishop. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to sack the exchange here. So I guess I'll move this piece here. Alright, so I have the 2 bishop pair and an active rook. So I got that going for me. Okay. So I could do this, he does this, so I don't have that. I think what I will do is probably go here, go to attack this pawn, he moves that way. Alright, so I think what I will do is probably, do I want to trade? I think trading the bishops is probably fine. I don't really have any checks. I have this, interesting enough, but that loses this. So I think I will probably go ahead and trade the bishops. His bishop is his last, like, super strong piece. Alright. So now I can, well, I should probably check here first and slide the bishop back here. No, move the king up here. Okay, so probably move the, no. Well, this took too long to think, huh? Alright. And as always, nobody ever plays their fucking rating. The center fork trick, huh? Yeah. Hated this move. Really thought I should have pushed forward. I just didn't see the reason for it. Hated this. Yeah, that made a lot of sense. I should have done that, of course. Alright, so through a game because I'm dog shit. And too slow. Alright, what should I play? Caro-Kann. Okay, I think Old Line is what I will play. I don't think that that was a good move. Let's see here. Do I want that? No. Okay. Do I want this? Not really. I could. I think I will. If checked, then I'll just do this. Okay, so he does that instead. Do I want to go for a queen trade? Not necessarily, not really. No thanks. So I think I'll go here. what does this do? So he's gonna try to bring the knight out. Do I care if he gets the knight? I don't want him to get the knight there, so I think I have to do something about that. Okay, so he does that. I think I will now bring out the knight, put more pressure on this. So he does that. I don't understand. Oh, he's gonna try to pin me on the next move, isn't he? Alright, so if that happens, then I can move out of the way with check at a certain point. No, I take, he takes, I'm just going to take the pawn, I think. Because this pawn is hanging too. Oh wait, but I also have to be concerned about this. I also have this check real quick too. Which I could play if I wanted to. Okay, so I was expecting that. Alright, so now I can move out of the way with check here if I wanted to. Do I want to is the question. He goes here, I can go check here and then try to win the bishop. The bishop can slide back. So what else? Can redefend the knight here, or I can check first. That way I can go here with the knight. But if the queen takes here, so that doesn't really work for me at all. So I could defend the knight once again. So if he comes here, or I could go here and attack here. What do I need to do here? Because he wants to take, and I can take, oh, and then win the knight for free, so that doesn't work at all. So I can redefend once. Here. Oh, but then he has this defensive. But then I take, and it attacks the queen. And if he takes, then I take, and I win a piece. So, do I want this check first, is the question. It gets my piece active, and I can develop the knight. But if the queen takes, then I take here, and then he takes my queen, and then I don't really have a follow-up. So what if I sack it for this knight? Real quick. But that's my good bishop. What if I do this instead? Attack his piece, and then I can develop my knight. And potentially I could do this at a later point. So if he does this, I can check. And he can either redefend or he can redefend. But I can take the knight, and he wins the pawn. Okay, so now none of that is an option. Do I want to attack again? Do I want to attack here immediately? I don't think so. Do I want to redevelop the knight somewhere else? Not really. Do I want to check? Not really. Alright, so what if I do this? He takes, I take, and I get an open rook. Is that good for me? I think I'm going to go ahead and try it. So he does that. So I can go for this. And then I can go for this. And if he takes, then that doesn't really work for me. I could go here, he takes, I take. Or I could just castle, and if he takes, then I can... I think I'm gonna castle. If he takes, then I take, and I'll just move the king to the side and have an open rook here. Perhaps that might have been... No, because I would have dropped this pawn. Okay, so he gives up bishop. Now I could have gone for this. He takes and I take. Okay, so that doesn't do anything right now. What else do I have? This is now... Do I want to attack it again? He defends it again. I kind of want to do that. Okay, so he defends. He wants to put the knight there, is what he wants to do. Alright, so I think what I can do is probably check him now. I don't want to do that, actually. What if I check him like this? I think I'm going to start with that, just because it keeps him in the middle of the board. Okay, so I can go over here. I think what I will do is move the king out of the way once. Mostly so... Wait. Also have this. No, I don't. I can redefend like this. I can do this. I don't think that works either. What else? Here... Can threaten this, but it's going to drop here at a certain point, but then I can take the knight first. So if I go over here, it puts pressure on the position, which I kind of do like, and also defends the pawn. I think I'm going to try that. But if he sacks here, and I take, then I lose this. Alright, so I think what I will do is redefend. I don't want to. I think I'm just going to bring it back. I checked him. It did its job. I don't want this right now. I think I'm just going to move the rook here. I think that's simple. I do have the bishop pair too, so I've got that going for me. I take... No, that doesn't work. But if I move here, and then I take, and if he brings it here, then I can take, and if he takes, then I take. Which I kind of do like. It also puts the queen on a defended square. Alternatively, maybe I bring the rook out first, and then bring the queen back. I can never actually push this, though. But just get her defended. Oh. Actually, I was just... No, I don't have that. It attacks the queen, but also the rook. So I could go here. I don't want to go here. Go here. so I think I'm going to go ahead and bring the rook out now. I can bring the queen back. And at a certain point I can go for this. But not yet. Okay. Now I am threatening to attack this in the next move, and knight can move at a certain point. Okay, so I think I will go ahead and now take. Okay, so the question is, do I want to take here? Okay, I can dislodge the queen, which I kind of want to do. If I go here, and he takes with queen, or he takes with the pawn, or I could go and try to fork him like this. So I think I'm going to try to do that. Try to go for the fork here. Okay. Does the fork work? I go here, he takes, I take, and then the queen is no longer guarding. Yes, it's actually still works. Okay. Okay. So now he can't actually take that, so I win this pawn for free. Because if he takes, he drops the rook. I said he drops the rook. Okay. So that doesn't really work because I have this check. And then I have this check. Then I can go over here and attack some more, which seems kind of strong. He has this as a defense. So I think bringing... Then he brings it down here. But everything's still defended. What else do I have? Oh. Maybe just this. Defends the queen, also defends... I can't move here if he decides to check me. Okay. So I think I'll move here. If I can get this move in, it's made on the next move. But I don't really have time for all of that. He has this move. What? What is the point of that? I don't understand. Okay, I guess... Oh, wow. Yeah, he just threw away his queen and I almost missed it. Well, I didn't play very good, did I? Only I played like a 1250. Let's review. What went wrong? I always forget. In the Caro-Kann, if they put out the knight first, pin it. So I should have pushed there. I didn't feel... Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I should have done that. I didn't... Yeah, I did consider it, but I didn't want to play it. I didn't want to, like, go for the queen trade too early. You want to put it here. What did you want? Bring the knight out instead. But what if here? Then the queen moves. And then what if here? Then I guess I just take it with the bishop. Didn't like this move at all. Hated this move. Too dynamic. Should have taken first. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then I would have picked up this piece. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I should have been less concerned about this pawn. Hates this move. It's a blunder. Queen could have taken. Didn't I say that like multiple times? What is wrong with me? Hates this move. Now it's a mistake. Wasn't even the best move. Alright. Not very good on my part. Alright, let's try again. Alright, so he starts with that. I think let's start with Queen's Pawn. Alright, should I try to play this like a Queen's Gambit style? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to play relatively principled, I guess. I think I'm going to do this, do this. Okay, so he throws out. I feel like I should take. I'm not concerned about this. So I think I'm just going to put more pressure here. Okay, 2 pawns in the center. Okay, so he does that. I don't have this check, unfortunately. So I could go over here and attack it immediately and put more pressure here, which seems like a good move, so I think I'll try that. Okay. So I think I will... now what should I do? I think I'll go ahead and... let's see here. I could do this, encourage him to take, then I could take. Or I could just take here. But then he gets the knight here, which is not something that I want. So here, does that make any sense at all? Not really. Here he takes, I take. He wants to put more pressure onto this pawn in a minute. So, does this make any sense? No, because he wants to put it here anyway. So do I want to put the here? I don't really want to do that, no. Do I want to take once? No, because... So what if I tell him takes, and he's going to put it here, which is not something that I want. So I could bring the bishop out. He comes over here. If he takes, then I take, and if he takes, I take. I think I will try doing that, I guess. And then castle. I had this move. That was stupid. But then he would go here. And I guess I would go here. And then he would go here. Alright, so I think I'm going to start by doing this move. Because I felt like I should have played it on the last one. Okay. Okay, so the queen moves back. Do I want to push immediately? Nope. Nope, I don't. Do I want to bring out the bishop? Not really. But it would prevent his knight from ever going here. Alright, so I think I will do that. Only because I think that his knight is better than my bishop. I don't want his knight going there. Alright, is this a threat? I don't think so. So I think I'm going to go ahead and castle to start. Okay. So, taking queen takes. If I bring it back, he storm rolls me. Then I can put it here and possibly trade it for that. So if I move it back and then he throws out and then I bring it back and then he chases it out and I go here and he takes, then it might be good for me. And also I could probably even like take back the... Okay, I know that I said that I wasn't going to do it, but I think I'm going to try it. Perhaps I should have just taken that. Okay. Oh, yeah, I should have probably, absolutely have taken it. Oops, my bad. Okay. So I'm going to probably... Well, that was a mistake. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and... Get the rook over here, maybe. Bring the bishop back, maybe. Okay. So I think I will go ahead and try this. Back. Should have just taken. Okay. Alright, so I think I'll come out with the rook. Okay. So what else? Then he moves it here. Knights can take, and if he takes the queen, then I can win another queen. And then if he goes here, then I can win here. Okay, it's a pretty interesting series of events here. think I will just go ahead and bring the queen back over here, and she puts pressure on this. I think my bishop is pretty well placed where it's at. Oh, I suppose that loses to that, huh? Alright, so I think I will go ahead and come up here. I can go here on the next turn. Also, wins this. Do I want it? I think probably. Not. Wow. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And this is why I'm absolute garbage at chess. Okay, someone had said play this. Okay, so he does that. Do I want to play this now, or should I play this now? I think the move is actually just here. Do I want to play for this? Encourage him to take. Take. Not necessarily. I think I'll bring out the knight first. No. Takes, and he shoots out, and okay, you know what? I think I will go. I can't do that. So, what do I do instead? Probably just bring out the knight, I guess. Attack the pawn. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and take the pawn. Okay. So he does that. So I think I will go ahead and probably just develop the queen. Here. If he goes like this, then I can just take like this. If he develops a knight, I can take the check. Develop this piece at a later time. Alright, so he does that. Alright, so he wants to do this. Do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is probably that. Give up the pawn, huh? Okay. so we did that. I was looking at that, but I saw that this move was available and wanted to go, well, perhaps I should have, like, given him the opportunity to, like, mess up. Alright. I think one more, and I'm going to go to the toilet. Okay, so I'm gonna go for an Alakine's Defense. Cure. Nope, that doesn't work for me. I think I'll just change it up, I guess. King's Pawn opening. So he does that. I don't think I want to take this. So I think I will redefend with a pawn instead. Bring up my knight. Okay. Get ready to castle, I guess. Do I want this? And he shoots it in the middle, so I probably don't. Could do this. Do I want that? Not necessarily. Alright, I think I'm gonna play solid and just do this. If he does this, I'll just take it. Alright. We don't get any of that. Alright, so I can't take it now. I don't think, especially from the last game where I fucking lost my bishop. Alright, so I can win his bishop now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try that first. Do I have a better move at the moment? I don't have to take it. Yes, I do. Oh, she goes here. Yeah, so I think I'm going to take his bishop first. I think I'm going to prevent his knight from ever coming, well, here. I lose that. To the center. So he takes, I take, he gets a knight here, which is not something that I want. Which is, well, something he could have done before, I guess. So I could take here, but that gives his bishop some active. I could go here, but I don't especially like that. What else? I think because I can't defend the center, I should probably go for this knight. Okay. So, now if he takes, I can take, and I don't have this check. What else should I do? Going backwards is usually not the plan. I think I'm going to start by doing this to prevent his piece. Okay, so he's going to do that. So, I could go for this, break up the pawn chain. He takes with something. Seems somewhat better than it was before. So if I take, he takes here, maybe he takes here. Maybe I try to get a knight there. That doesn't seem like it. What if I do this and then this? So probably not. So if this is incoming, then do I let it happen? Do I want to go for this check? And then he goes here. I can't do this, so maybe I go here and he takes, and then I play for the center. Here. Okay, that seems logical. Okay. Well, I almost didn't take that just because I was just like, yeah, that. let's start the review. So, I wanted to start with an Alakine's Defense, but he changed it up on me, so I had to change it up and go to a E4 opening transposition. Didn't want to take this because, okay, didn't like it, just said develop the bishop. But what about this? I guess I should, what? Oh, center fork trick. But I don't know, I'm going to lose this. Best move. Yeah, I was expecting him to take with the bishop, and I didn't really have plans for after that. So it was balanced until it wasn't. Alright. But a dub is a dub. I mean, I lost the game yesterday for the same thing, so yeah, I'm just winning my rating points back from that. Alright. So, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I raged a lot less today than I did previously, so, you know, bonus points to me. If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. It will help the YouTube analytics that currently hate my fucking guts. Alright, until next time.